Good evening, everybody. We are live on our Facebook page of ISET NUML, continuing our open house for our HND program admissions. And we are joined today by students of HND who have studied HND, BTech HND, and then progressed further on in their career, and they will be sharing their experiences with you guys. You can also ask questions which they will be more than happy to answer and to guide you better in terms of how to study HND and what was their experience about studying HND and how it has positively impacted their career choice as well as their life and overall in general. So let me introduce both of the participants we have today. We have Mohammed Arham with us. He is also an HND student. And then we have Asma Ashraf with us, who's also an HND graduate who is now currently doing level 7 diploma in business management as well. So Aram, let's start with you. Thank you for joining us today. So tell me about your experience overall. How was it studying HND?
Well, I completed my HND in business management, and my experience while doing HND was really good. When I started off, I was not certain about where the degree is going to lead me, because there were many misconceptions that I had to face because all of my classmates were confused about this external program, including myself. But with time, we really started enjoying the studies and the homework we used to get, because the course really helped us in developing our understanding towards business management. And once I was done with H&D, it opened up various doors for me, as I could get myself enrolled in the topper program, or I could have opted for the PGD, which can further lead us to an MBA. And another good aspect of choosing H&D and then the top up is that it gave me the opportunity to study in the United Kingdom or anywhere else in the world. So it was a good experience.
That's great. How did you find, the difference in terms of your academics and studying an international curriculum from your A levels to BTech HND? Was it more practical approach or was it very academic? How was, considering you did business management, which is a very practical subject altogether? So how was it studying HND in business management altogether?
Well, it was practical as well. Like we learned a lot of things about farming strategies, about within our business. Like if we need to grow our business, we learned a lot of strategies about the business management, and it helped me understanding overall understanding about the business management. The lessons we get through this course are really applicable in our daily life experiences within the business world.
That's
You
great.
know.
Us moving on to Asma as well. Asma, welcome to our Facebook Live session.
Thank
Um,
you.
so please share your experience about studying HND in general, and what was your specialization in which you considered your HND pathway?
It's the same as I think it's Arham. It's business management, and ATT is basically a more practical approach if you compare it to the general bachelor's, and it is assignment based, so it does not consume as much time because you have a lot of help, you have assignments, and all you get the whole assignment brief, you submit it, and you're done. So basically, you have more time to research on what you're supposed to do, how you would take on the MBA, or would you want to go abroad, and you can have internships simultaneously. So it's more experience, and it opens up more of opportunities for you in the future, because everybody knows that in the practical field, your experience matters a lot. And if you have internships and simultaneously, if you have a lot of experience, that would help in the field when you start with any formal organization. And on top of that, HND, one thing which it does is that it gives you more of a practical approach. You're doing assignments, you're doing audio presentations. It opens up stuff which you would not usually do And with the proper guidance, the proper professors, especially if you have the sort of team we've had with iQualify till now, I am doing a top up already, and I'm going to inshallah do the masters after that. So it's like if you're putting in 2 years or an year with HND, I'm sure it's 2 years. I'm not sure exactly what ICE is offering, but I did
2 years.
2 years. Yeah. So after that, it's instead of doing the general 3 years masters, you're just gonna have to put in one more year. That's it. So that gives you a lot of it's a huge perk which comes with it. You can go to UK, you can stay here. It would be like saving 2 years of your life, and it's going to be. I think it's easier, and it's even recognized by ATC, so that won't be a problem if anybody wants to like get it switched or anything. So I personally prefer this path rather than the one you would take with bachelor's and then 3 years of masters.
So, Aram, how easy was it to, take your learning, what you did in 2 years of HND to your final year top-up program in bachelor's? So, how's it, going for you in that sort of way? That is it helping you what you have learned in your final year as well, the concepts that you have learned in HND?
Yeah, actually, we got a project uh, in our final year, and that project was actually about forming up a business plan for a big firm, you know. So that really helped us in understanding how the business, how the business managed. Plus, the learning experience was really good. Um, as I said before, like it helps you develop good understanding, within that field of business management. Plus, the learning was really good. It was easy. You used to get assignments, you know, and I believe you could you have the laptop with you, you have the internet, and you could always, do your research and always make a good assignment. So it was really good. It was really good, and it really helped us, you know.
What about you, Asma?
I would have to agree. It is it opens up more of a knowledgeable channel rather than sitting down and opening up your books and learning from one chapter to the other chapter to one formula to another. It's more of you sit down and you have to do research. It can be either about a company, it can be about Apple or any other company which they give it to you, or it can be it's not just about business. It has uh, concepts. It clears up your concepts even if you've not done business beforehand. Like even if you don't have those subjects, it's going to be easier for you to switch into the business world because it's going to explain all the syllabus to you. It's going to have certain topics, and when you're making the assignment, it's like you explaining everything, every business concept, everything which you're using, and it's easier for you to understand how to use all of that once you come into an organization or you start a job and everything, because you have the basic concepts cleared. You don't have to sit down and be like, oh, you don't know how to use this or you don't know how to make that, because either one of the assignments in either one of the units you will have it covered for sure.
Great. So this goes on to both of you actually. The question that we have received is that how stringent the timelines are in terms of assignments. Did you find it easy to conduct, and how many resources were available to you by the Pearson BTech HND, BTech resources to conduct these assignments and the projects that you were given during those 2 years of HNC and HND? Let's go with you, Aram, first.
Okay. The resources were good. Teachers were good. They used to teach us a lot about like a lot of things. Thoroughly, वो हमें काफी कुछ explain करते थे. हमारे पास slides भी होती थी. और उन slides की basis पे हम लोग अपना research करते थे और um, इतना मुश्किल नहीं है आपको बस पढ़ना तो है जाहिर सी बात है आपको रिसर्च करनी है डेली के बेसिस पे अगर आप अपना कोर्स कवर अप करते रहते हैं साथ साथ तो आई थिंक इट्स इजियर फॉर यू एट द एंड ऑफ द डे कि आप अपनी जो सबमिशंस हैं वो आप टाइमली सबमिट कराते रहते हैं so it's good plus the resources were good teachers के पास जितनी भी slides थी वो उनके थ्रू हमें समझाते थे और हमें रिसर्च करने का जब हम शुरू शुरू में जब हमने HND स्टार्ट किया था तो जो हमारी फर्स्ट ओरिएंटेशन क्लासेस थी उसमें हमें टीचर्स ने काफ़ी कुछ बताया था कि आपने रिसर्च किस तरह करनी है और फिर आपने रेफरेंसेस कौन से यूज़ करने हैं जो कि आपके हार्वर्ड रेफरेंसिंग होती है और आपने चीज़ों को मैनेज कैसे करना है जो आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन है तो it was a pretty good experience. It was
That's
good.
nice. Asma, how about you?
Yeah, it's the same as said, that you have a lot of help from the professors, from the facility, and everybody from the student support. They are very responsive. They, if you, even if you do not understand something after they've like shared the slides and everything, and they do share slides. Uh, so far, I'm doing the diploma, so I'm sure the same concept would be applied to HND, that they record up the sessions and you can actually go and view the sessions bad maybe. Like you have the recording, so you don't have to like be sitting down and making notes. You just understand what they're telling you over there. And then later on, you can go back, and if you need to review something, you can do that as well. And other than that, if you have any questions, you send them the email, and within a day, usually within a day, they give you the reply. And professors are super nice. They're like very helpful with, if you do not understand Harvard reference, they're gonna repeat it over and over again until you understand exactly what you're supposed to do. And the syllabus is very, you can say, relevant, sort of.
Mhm.
Everywhere, any concept globally which would come up with business, you would find it. Whether it's like it starts with globalization or it's taxation, it's about taxes or anything of the sort. So it would be helpful, I think, in a lot of fields and a lot of different jobs, not just business administration related, like even other jobs. And other than that, so far I've had a really good experience with the professors and with any assignments which I've had to do.
Yes, and I'm sorry for intercepting, but the concepts they really help you out with the applicability of your business ideas. You know, so
Exactly. Yeah.
it was good.
Okay. Thank you both for sharing that thing about considering assignments. One thing we I would like to repeat for the viewers who are watching us here that at ICE we are offering HND pathways in business management as well as computing. So in business we are offering marketing, business general, HRM, accounting and finance, and entrepreneurship and small business management.
Right.
And similarly, for computing, we are offering computing general if, and spatialization in software engineering as well. So in total, there are 7 pathways available for for all the people who are interested in pursuing undergraduate studies at ICE at NUML. It is intended to be on campus in January 2021 if COVID situation improves up. But if not, then again we are prepared for our online teaching module as well. But nonetheless, you can register and get the get yourself registered for that because there are limited seats for each program available. So I would urge everybody who is interested to register, they can go to our website ice.numl.edu.pk and they can get registered for it. Coming back to
Yeah.
our discussion about this, how easy was it for you both to find a top-up progression after completing
Um.
your HNDs?
Well, I wouldn't like want to scare off people, but like top up is like actually a bit harder than H&D. Like you have to given more time to your top up program, and plus you have several deadlines. Like you have to meet them. Like you even have exams, so like you have to be prepared. So it's not that easy, because like you do get assignments, you know, but with assignments you have open book exams with a certain time limit. So you have to be punctual, and you should know about your course. You should know about your the things you're studying, you know, and it's good. Like it really helped me. It opened up many doors for me. Like I could really actually apply for my master's degree now. मैं अब मास्टर्स करने यूके जा सकता हूँ, तो वो HND एक स्टेप था, और उसके बाद एक टॉप अप एक ऐसा स्टेप था जिसकी वजह से अब like it's easier for me to go abroad and study.
Obviously considering it's ये एक internationally recognized qualification है, तो उसकी equivalence में बाहर जाके कोई इतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती, बिकॉज पीयरसन बीटेक के वजह से हमें एक एडवांटेज जो बेसिकली HND के स्टूडेंट्स को मिल रहा होता है कि वो उनकी जो फर्स्ट 2 years ऑफ अंडर ग्रेजुएट एंड दैट्स इक्विवेलेंट एंड एक्सेप्टेड एवरीवेयर एज एन इंटरनेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन. सो दे डोंट हैव टू गो एंड प्रूव देमसेल्व्स. जो अक्सर औकात कभी कभी अगर आप पाकिस्तानी डिग्री करते हैं तो आपको इक्विवेलेंस देनी पड़ती है या आपको अप्लाई करना पड़ता है फॉर इक्विवेलेंस in foreign countries or universities for admission. So that is something which is avoidable, which is a good thing I think
और
you have mentioned.
और पहले
Yeah.
कंफ्यूजन होती थी कि HEC रिकग्नाइज नहीं करेगा, अब HEC भी
Mhm.
रिकग्नाइज कर रहा है HND और टॉप अप प्रोग्राम्स. तो आई थिंक स्टूडेंट्स शुड ऑप्ट फॉर इट. इतना देखिए, इजी कोई भी चीज नहीं होती. यू हैव टू स्टडी, यू हैव टू गिव टाइम टू इट, और इवेंचुअली फिर आप यू एंड अप डूइंग इट. तो I think it is easy. Like आपके वो उस तरह एग्जाम्स नहीं होते कि आपको सब चीजें याद करनी है और फिर आपने एग्जाम देना है. आपके सामने you have the internet, you have the resources. आपने बस पढ़ना है, रिसर्च करनी है, और जितना आप अच्छी रिसर्च करेंगे उतने आपके चांसेस हैं कि you can succeed.
Asma, how about you? What would you say? Has it been easier after HNG to find a good top-up option for you?
Oh yeah, it was very easy. We had Mam Sumbu as our head, and she was there. Even now, she's my head. So she is very helpful. And it was right after we graduated, we had the top up, and uh, I would say that it is similar to HND. It's just slightly one level up. इट्स नॉट, ये नहीं होगा कि आप एचएनडी से बाहर आओगे तो आप बिल्कुल ब्लैंक हो जाओगे. ये नहीं होता है. वही पैटर्न होता है, असाइनमेंट्स होती हैं, एंड इसका सिर्फ ये होता है कि वो आपको सिर्फ एक मास्टर्स फीलिंग देना चाह रहे होते हैं. आई एम सॉरी, बैचलर्स. अब मैं मास्टर्स कर रही हूँ तो आई एम स्टक देयर. आई कीप रिपीटिंग इट. batch it's basically bachelor's. Like obviously you do the bachelor's, then you do the masters. 1 साल का ही होता है, एंड इट्स सिर्फ ये होता है कि आपको एक प्रॉपर डेडलाइन होती है. वो आप एक्सटेंड कराते हो तो आपको एप्लीकेशन देनी पड़ती है एंड एवरीथिंग. तो वो आपको जो है, यू हैव अ प्रॉपर फीलिंग. यू हैव क्लासेस, you have even sometimes you have like one-on-one Skype sessions with the module leader, जो आपका लीडर होता है हर यूनिट का, and they're very uh, specific on what they want in the assignment. That is the only thing which changes after HND. HND में आप जो होते हो अपनी रिसर्च करते हो एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड वो लोग जो होते हैं आपको गाइड करते हैं, मगर इतना ज़्यादा वो स्ट्रेस नहीं करते हैं जितना वो टॉप अप में करते हैं, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली वो आपको एक प्रॉपर यूनिवर्सिटी डिग्री दे रहे हैं. एंड वन ऑफ द थिंग आई लव अबाउट द टॉप अप इज कि आपकी डिग्री के ऊपर डिस्टेंस लर्निंग मेंशन नहीं होता है. मेरे पास डिग्री है, एंड आई कैन इवन सेंड पिक्चर्स इफ समबडी वांट्स इट. And it's a proper university degree. जिसके ऊपर they write down that you have a bachelor's degree from whichever university you pick out. I did it from University of Hertfordshire, and even masters में inshallah when I finish up. So they do not mention that it's long distance, and they just mention that you have the degree from the university.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's one of the key factors that you are saving on cost of traveling to a different country for all 3 years, and studying for all 3 years, and paying a tuition fees of all 3 years, as well as living expenses, eating expenses, other things, other expenses of traveling and coming back now every year or so. So and you can study 2 years HND in while in your own country. वही लेवल ऑफ क्वालिफिकेशन, वही रिकग्निशन आपको मिल जाएगी। आप आखिरी साल यहाँ पर बैठ के टॉप अप करें, या आप बाहर जाके किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में फाइनल ईयर के अपने आप को करें, तो आपको खाली 1 साल का खर्चा पड़ेगा, रादर देन कि आपको पूरे 3 साल का खर्चा उस हिसाब में पड़ रहा हो। एक जो चीज, obviously considering you people were younger when you joined, and in that age आपके पेरेंट्स की बहुत इन्वॉल्वमेंट होती है in your decision making, and और भी घर वाले भी बहुत इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, अपनी एडवाइस हर पे दे रहा होता है कि नहीं बेटा इसमें बड़ा स्कोप है, नहीं बेटा इसमें बड़ा स्कोप है। So how was it for you to convince your parents, or your parents convinced you to do HND? What was it like, Aram? What was it for you?
मेरे पेरेंट्स मुझे उन्होंने ही कन्विंस किया था कि यू शुड डू HND, और एज सच कोई प्रेशर नहीं था मेरे पेरेंट्स की तरफ से कि बिकॉज लर्निंग बहुत अच्छी है, और अगर आपने बिकॉज मैं तो अभी अपना बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ, राइट? हम लोग कोई बिजनेस वेंचर्स आपस में दोस्त मिलकर छोटे मोटे बिजनेस वेंचर्स करते रहते हैं, तो जो डिग्री है उसकी वजह से मुझे बहुत हेल्प मिली थी टूवर्ड्स अपना बिजनेस को ग्रो करने की, और मार्केट के बारे में समझने की कि मार्केट का क्या एस्पेक्ट है, मार्केट के एस्पेक्ट से आप चीजें देखते हैं काफी। तो एज सच कोई प्रेशर नहीं था, और अगर हो भी तो विद टाइम इट पासेस ऑन, क्योंकि जब आप कुछ स्किल सीख रहे हैं तो, और जब आप उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना शुरू कर देते हैं तो इट हेल्प्स यू आउट। और फिर वो जितना भी आपका पेरेंट्स की तरफ से प्रेशर होता है, जब वो देखते हैं कि आप सक्सीड कर रहे हो, तो फिर विद टाइम इवेंचुअली everything turns out to be good.
Asma, do you have to add something to this thing? How was it for you to convince, or were you convinced to do HND?
I was convinced because आपको एक certain आप कहते हो अनसर्टेनिटी होती है, बिकॉज यू डेफिनेट आप एक सेट पाथ छोड़ के आप एक वो पाथ ले रहे हो जो यूजुअली लोग नहीं लेते। यूजुअली यही होता है दैट यू डू द जनरल बैचलर्स, यू हैव अ 3 years मास्टर्स, चलो जी यू डन विद MBA, एंड बाय दैट टाइम यू वेस्टेड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम। So वो एक general path है, and that's the comfort zone of most of the students because that's what you do, and there's this misconception that you don't have a proper degree if you do the HND, और ऐसी काफ़ी misconceptions होती हैं, and I was actually convinced by my elder sister who lives in England. So she did all of the research and everything, and she uh, made me go to the orientation. इसी तरह open house था, we went and everything, and we got information, and then it turned out to be really wonderful because you learn so much which you would not usually, because you're so busy with the quizzes and tests and deadlines to never ending hoti hain bachelor's mein, and you don't have that much pressure with HND, so you can look into internships, and you can look into different projects, and even apna ab jis tarah Arham is mentioning ke you have a really good exposure, so you can have your own business ideas, and even agar aap universities mein hote ho, you have such good professors that even they're recommending stuff to you. Like internships, literally हमारे साथ ये हो चुका है 2-3 दफ़ा कि जो internships हमने की हुई हैं वो हमारे professors ने recommend की हुई हैं। So I think that I would totally agree with how Arham put it out, that it is much more of uh, I wouldn't compare it and say it's a better path just because I've done it, but it is more of a path which would be open up more opportunities for you, and the pressure eventually will fade away. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, and also you can also save up a year, क्योंकि यहाँ पे 4 साल की डिग्री होती है, और हमारे टाइम में उस टाइम पे तो HCC रिकग्नाइज नहीं करता था, तो हम थोड़े से कंफ्यूज थे, पर जब हम लोगों ने वी स्टार्टेड ऑफ और अब HCC रिकग्नाइज भी कर रहा है, तो इट वाज अ रियली गुड एक्सपीरियंस साथ साथ।
Even better, yeah. I think one thing which we Pakistanis have, unfortunately, now we are realizing the importance of it. कि career counseling and open pathways देना कितना जरूरी है बच्चे को कि they can pursue their own interest. Even business में भी पहले जो है there were set pathways where you can just not move around. इसीलिए we at ICE are giving 5 pathways. Everybody has their own temperament and their own preference in terms of what they want to do with the future. Some people are good at marketing, some people are good at HR, some people just want to be an entrepreneur or join their family businesses which they are running, or they open their own business as well. Like Arham mentioned that he's pursuing his own business option now with his friends, and similarly, some people are good at account and finance and they want to further on, either do ACCA at an advanced level, rather skipping the early parts of ACCA and other SEMA qualifications, and join them at a higher professional level, which also you get exemptions for if you're doing the account and finance specialization in business management pathway of HND. Similarly, computing and जो software engineering हमारी side है वहाँ पर भी जो curriculum है, if you have not been a part of our yesterday's video, do watch it. उसमें हमारे teachers जो basically Mr. Victor was there and he was telling us that how up to date the syllabus is. So you will not feel left out when you join the top up year in the third year of a university. The curriculum which you are seeing is actually more professionally tilted, as well as very globally manufactured. So it's not like वो सिर्फ UK के हिसाब से बना हुआ है, सिर्फ पाकिस्तान के हिसाब से बना हुआ है. It's a very universally made curriculum, so you can get fit very easily in any facet where you want to fit yourself in. So that's one of the biggest advantages of HND, which again, that is why ICE in NUML Islamabad is offering it to give the students in Pakistan a pathway, an undergraduate pathway, which usually they are unaware of. बहुत कम लोग actually normal stream से, जैसे Asma was mentioning, कि normal stream से हट के एक alternative pathway पे आ रहे होते हैं. For both of you, I am actually going to play a video by Pearson BTech actually, which actually is also sharing the experience of few students from globally who have actually done HND. So let me share that as well.
Hi, my name is Costanza and I work at Pearson. We asked our students from all over the world, why take a BTech Higher National course?
I wake up every day knowing that I'm going to college to do what I love.
The BTech HNC has helped me in ways that I don't think even I imagined it would help.
The course is really practical and offers opportunities for valuable work experience as well as a recognised qualification.
By the time I finish this course, I'll have the knowledge, practice, and enthusiasm to get into the real professional world.
One, you become the best graphic designer that you can be, and two, you become a critical thinker.
It's an industry recognised qualification.
I'm surrounded by people that love what they're doing.
I honestly believe that opting for HND Fashion and Textile was one of my best choices ever made.
And enjoy learning BTech Higher National because
I'm pushed in a way that I've never been before.
it's a vocational skill which include both practical skill and academic skill.
As the course teaches you to work to professional industry standards, you can see why employers love HNC and HND qualifications too.
Since I came here, I have got a job, and I don't think I'd been able to do it without this amazing opportunity.
I've chosen BTech because the opportunities are endless.
H&D, real skills, real experience, real qualifications.
So, like you saw, it's a rather global, qualification which is being offered, and millions of students actually have studied this globally in the UK, not just in UK, in Asia, in Europe, in other countries where BTech options are available. In Pakistan, ICE is again offering at NUML Islamabad these pathways. So to finish it up, Aram, your final words. What advice would you give somebody who's thinking about joining HND with ISET Tamil?
I would like to say कि आप लोगों की बातें मत सुने. लोग आपको मिसगाइड करते हैं काफी. तो लोगों की बातें मत सुनिएगा. H&D, I've done it. It's a good pathway. I think people should do it. और उनको मजा आएगा. Once they start doing it, उनकी learning भी enhance होगी और उनको ये course सीखते हुए मजा भी आएगा. So I think they should do it.
Okay, great. Asma, what about you? What message would you give to future students who are pursuing HND option at ICE?
I would say that it is definitely a good option, and do not be afraid of the different paths that you're taking. And it's assignment based. How is much easier could it be? It's assignments. That's it. There are no exams. You're not under that pressure. वो एक जो constant चीज आप निकले हुए होते हो जैसे बाय के ओ पेपर की डेट्स क्या है और क्या नहीं है वो नहीं होगा. And it's going to be much easier. शुरू में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है सिर्फ ये समझने में कि आपने रेफरेंसिंग कैसे करनी है. वो छोटी सी चीज़ होती है एक. After you've had a bit of practice, because starting practice होती है उसके बाद it is a lot more fun and a lot easier than the usual degree that you're doing. And अब तो recognized भी है. तो वो जो एक छोटी सी चीज़ हमारे टाइम पे जो हमें छोटी सी चीज़ हमें जो कंफ्यूज करती थी कि आगे जाके recognize होगी या नहीं होगी, now even that's cleared. And I think in ICE they even have their own UK based like faculty है जो teach करेंगे. I'm sure there was something along those lines that I was told. And so that's even more exposure. Like you have direct contact. Like हमारे time पे तो हम Skype sessions करते थे. So you're gonna have people like their live in person teaching it to you. So it's a lot. I would say for your future, it will be more of helpful than a usual degree, because उसमें से आप बाहर आओगे, आपको जॉब समझने में टाइम लगेगा, आपको जो कॉन्सेप्ट ग्लोबली यूज होते हैं आपको वो समझने में टाइम लगेगा. इसके अंदर you already doing it. When you step out, you're going to be more confident, you're going to have more experience, and you're going to know more than anybody around you.
बिल्कुल. और आपको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, आप अब्रॉड जा सकते हो, आप अब्रॉड जाके अपनी स्टडीज कैरी ऑन कर सकते हो, मास्टर्स कर सकते हो. और it's good.
Thank you so much, Aram and Asma. It was really good listening to your experiences and your advice for future HND students. To summarize, everybody, HND admissions are open for our classes starting January 2021. And like I said, we have business management pathways, including business general, marketing, HRM, entrepreneurship, and small business management and accounting finance. And in computing side, if you are into technical and computing skills, you can pursue computing general or software engineering with ISET NUML, which is being taught by a faculty, the best of the faculty from the UK as well as Pakistan. So that's something which I don't think so. Pakistan, any institute in Pakistan is going to offer at this moment with continued tutor support from a global team actually. To be fair, to say that, and you will like Arha mentioned, like Asma mentioned, it's very practically tilted. It's based that the assessment is based on assignments, so you are actually learning while you are doing. You don't have to ratify everything. You don't have to just rote learn everything just to get good numbers. You can actually be learning something while you are doing something, and that will help you in your professional life as well as pursuing a top-up program for a bachelor's degree from the UK or Australia or anywhere else you want to pursue it, because there are 150 plus universities globally which are offering that top-up progression for HND grads in their own respective programs, which is relevant to what specialization you opt for in HND. So thank you once again, Aram and Asma. It was very nice having you all both, and thank you for sharing your experiences with us.
Thank you for having me.
That's all from us. We will talk to you later. Goodbye.
Bye. Tafis.